Alright, Shalom, you're welcome to this tutorial. So in this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how you can navigate your Admob dashboard. Okay, you see everything and then understand everything. You know what you are looking at and you know what you are dealing with. Okay, yes, how to understand your Admob dashboard so that you can appreciate it. Okay, so first of all, I'm sure you might see something like this, the verify apps, something like this, the verify app stuff. I'm sure you see something like that. Okay, so do well to ignore it. All right, do well to ignore it. Okay, yes, do well to ignore it. You don't really need to do that. All right, you don't really need to do that. And when it becomes very necessary, I would update you people with a tutorial on that. Okay, but then for now, ignore it. Your earnings will come just fine and you will be paid well. Okay, so this is one of the accounts of my clients. Okay, this is one of the accounts of one of my students, and I told him, okay, you should give me his accounts, let me use it to do the video, because he too was also finding difficulties, navigating his Admob dashboard. All right, so let's take a look at his earnings. So as you can see, the earnings here, okay, the earnings here, I'm sure this one is self-explanatory. Okay, this one shows you today's earnings, this one shows you yesterday's earnings, this one shows you this month's earnings, and this one shows you last month's earnings. That's basically it. So now when you come to this part of it, okay, when you come to this part, okay, you can filter it. So we have last 7 days. Last 7 days does not include today. Okay, last 7 days does not include today. So in the last 7 days, his earnings was 0.42. Okay, impressions 944, match rate. I'm going to explain all of these things to you, and then eCPM and all those stuff. So estimated earnings is the earnings. That's basically the money that you are making. Okay, yes, and then the requests. So let me explain it like this. You've monetized your app. Now anytime someone opens the app, or anytime you are coming to load and the app is open, the app sends a request to Admob that, okay, let's say it's an app open ad, meaning that the ad that must show anytime someone opens the app. Okay, so now the app will send a request to Admob and tell Admob that, hey, someone has opened the app, give me an ad to show to the person as an app open ad. Okay, that is the request. Okay, the requests are basically requests that people have placed in a request that the app has sent to Google Admob to show ad. Yes, so that's 1.05k. Okay, that's 1.05k for the request. Yeah, so there are a lot of partners in this account. I'll show you that one later. Okay, so yes, that's 1.05k, and then we have impressions and we have match rates. Okay, so impressions are the number of ads that actually showed. So let's say your app sent one approximately 1k requests. Out of that 1k request, the number of times Google was able to answer that request and show an ad was 944 times. Now the ratio of this to this is what will give you the match rate. Okay, yes, the match rate means how many requests are being fulfilled, yes, by percentage. So as you can see, the 944 and the 1.05k, this is very close to the number of requests that the app sends, and that's the reason why it has a very high match rate. Okay, that's the reason why it has a very high match rate. So the match rate is something that you must also be looking at, because if the match rate is very low, that means that you could be actually earning more than whatever it is that you are earning. Okay. All right, let's continue. So we've understood the earnings, the requests, the impressions, and the match rate. Okay. Now, as for this part, if you've understood this part, you definitely understand this part. All right. So now let's come to eCPM. Now eCPM is one of the most important. Let me not say one of the most. Okay, it's one of the most important things. Actually, I would like to even say the most important thing, because this is actually what is going to determine whether your work is going to be in vain or not. Now, what is eCPM? eCPM is how much you are going to get for every 1000 impressions. Okay, so anytime the figure here gets to 1000, how much it's going to give you is this. Okay, so if this guy has 1000 impressions, he's going to get $0.5. If he has 2000 impressions, he's going to get $1. Now the eCPM is not stable. Yes, it's not like, okay, today you have an eCPM of $1, so it will be $1 throughout the day. No, it can, it fluctuates based on various factors. Okay, it fluctuates based on various factors. That's the country of the person viewing the ad. Okay, the country of the person viewing the ad, the type of ads that are being displayed, and also the match rates. Okay, if there is a low match rate, the eCPM is going to be, it can cause the eCPM to go low. Google hasn't, how should I say it? Google hasn't given out everything to how they define what someone's eCPM is going to be like. Yes, they intentionally didn't do that because they don't want to give people the power to manipulate their own earnings. But then with the little that they have given, okay, with the little that they have revealed and exposed, and some of the things that I have observed by my experience, I'm going to say all of them to you, and then we are going to use that and work with that. Okay, so your eCPM determines how much you are going to be earning for every 1000 impressions. Now 1000 impressions isn't, well, I'm not going to laugh and say isn't difficult, but then if you are somebody who likes to work and doesn't want to be lazy, then it's very easy work for you. Yeah, it's very, very easy work for you, because if your internet is fast and everything, you can easily get 1000 impressions. All right, so moving on. I can change this to last 28 days, and we are also going to see that. Okay, so the eCPM is what? 0.48. So as you can see, 0.48, when you multiply it times this, the approximate figure you are going to get will be this. Okay, and the match, you can see the match rate here. That's the statistics for the last 24 days, last 28 days. Now we come to today so far, and yes, we come to today so far, and you can see that today's eCPM. Now, one of the statistics you should be watching the most. In fact, you can even forget about all of this yesterday versus same day last week and last 7 days stuff. Yeah, you can forget about it for now. What you should be looking at the most is today so far, because it's actually going to show you how you are doing your work, and what you are doing and what you shouldn't be doing and what you should be doing. Okay, so when you look at this person here right now, for instance, I don't know who is loading this particular account. Okay, I think I have a fair idea of who it is. Looking at this type of earnings, I think I have a fair idea of who it is. But yes, so this person has an eCPM of $1.22. This is a very good eCPM, and if this person actually forces himself. He can make 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $10 today. That's if he doesn't want to be lazy and go up and down and load only when he's free. All right. So the person has a good CPM. So good CPM, good eCPM is checked. All right. Now, although he has a good CPM, he's not earning much. Why? Look at his match rate. His match rate is very, very low. And you can tell why his match rate is very, very low, because the app that he's loading has placed about 304 requests for us to show. But look at how many requests were on it, were answered, 16. And that's only 16 impressions. So if this guy rectifies this issue, he should have about 304 impressions. He should have about 304 impressions by now. But he only has 16 impressions. And this issue is an issue that I faced when I started loading. When I started loading Fresh, I faced this issue. Okay, but I'll teach you how to rectify it. Okay, I'll teach you how to rectify it. It mainly has to do with your network connection and whichever location that you are connected to. Okay, so when you are done looking here, this place will give you a general overview of how you are performing. Okay, this place will give you a general overview of how you are performing. And for those that don't have laptop, the interface is the same on phone, so it shouldn't even confuse you. This place will give you a general overview of how you are performing. But if you want to now go into details and draw a very serious and careful strategy, you come here to this side, which is reports. You come here and then you select the Admob network. Like I said, the interface is the same on phone. Alright, so when you come to the reports section, okay, like I said, the interface will be the same on phone. And if you see your app here, then yes, if you see your app here, then if you see the app that you are loading over here, then yeah, I mean, then you'll be very lucky, because maybe I might use your app to do the statistics, and then after that you can take it off yourself and makes things very simple for you. So let's go to today so far and then investigate what this guy is doing. So you come here, okay, you come here to this side, and date range, you choose today so far. So after choosing today so far, you can also choose the app. Well, if your app is located here, definitely you will be the only one seeing that app. That will be the only app that you see. So you wouldn't have to do this. But then if you have been privileged to have more than one app, then good for you. So what app was he loading? The app that he was loading was MSBC 9 to 11. Alright, MSBC 9 to 11. So now that we've selected that app, when you come here to the dimensions, we don't really need to have app selected. So we can remove that one, and then very important, select country. So from here, we can see everything that the guy is doing. So let's continue. So yeah, you can see everything that the guy is doing. Okay, so over here, hold on. Sorry, let me just remove this thing and then come back here. Okay, so over here we can now see the guy's everything that he's doing. So you can see that he's using United Kingdom, meaning that United Kingdom has given him a very good eCPM. So if I were him, maybe I might be loading regularly every day. But if I were him, I wouldn't do that regular loading today, because if I've gotten a good eCPM of about $1.34, which it is United Kingdom. I mean, this is United Kingdom that is giving you eCPM of $5.34. So if United Kingdom is giving you this eCPM, and Australia, Canada, New Zealand, Belgium, these particular countries will give you much higher, much higher. But then even if they don't, I mean, if I were him, I'll just stick to my United Kingdom. And if I were him today, I'll just like play some hours down and just load, and load, because you might get an eCPM of $1.34 today, and it would be gone tomorrow. Okay, you might get an eCPM of $1.34 today, and it will be gone tomorrow. So sometimes when you are coming to load, okay, let's say right in the morning you are coming to load. Before you load, then you use various countries to view some ads so that you can get the statistics here. Then you look through those countries and you see which one is giving you the highest eCPM. So the country that is giving you the highest eCPM, then you take that particular country and use it for your loading during the day. I hope you are getting me. Yes. So over here too, you can view the charts. The chart helps a lot, so because it can show you what was happening at a certain point in time. So around 11 a.m. Today, eCPM was 0.31. Okay. But then 2 p.m. eCPM became 1.34. So if I was this guy, I would observe how was I doing it at 11 and how was I doing it at 2. Then I look at the difference. Okay, all of these things add up to for you to become experienced and skilled. Okay, when I say when I'm talking with you concerning loading, and I'm like, well, yes, the loading can give you this, but then for someone who is experienced like me, 1 hour loading, if it gives you $1, 1 hour loading, someone who is experienced like me can give me times 5 of that. Yeah, because I know all of these things. I use all of these things. I take all of these things and develop my strategy for the loading. All right, I take all of these things, develop my strategy for the loading. Yes, and I just hope that, you see, so after 2 p.m. he stopped. He didn't load again. So with this one, I just hope that if he comes back to load again, it might still be here, because he can come back to load and it can come back to the bottom here. Okay, so if I were this guy and I came and I visited the dashboard at 2 p.m. and I saw that now eCPM has spiked, whatever I'm doing, I'll stop. Well, $1.34 is a good eCPM, but then serious eCPM spike, we are looking at $234 and above. Yeah, $234 and above. Yeah. So once I've seen eCPM has spiked, I'm not going to just sit down and relax and, oh wow, I've gotten a good eCPM, and let dopamine give me some unnecessary delusions. Now, I mean, you've gotten a good eCPM. What are you going to do with it? Let the dopamine relax. Get the dopamines when you have high earnings. Good eCPM doesn't mean you have high earnings. It is how you are going to use it, how you are going to utilize it, that will determine your earnings. Okay. Yeah. Because someone can have an eCPM of 0.5 and you might have an eCPM of 10. And that person might earn more than you, because you are sitting there looking at the eCPM of $10 thinking that's your earnings. That eCPM won't do you shit. And once the thing about these Google guys is, once they give you a high eCPM and they realize that the time that they gave you high eCPM, nothing happened. Forget it. Before you reach eCPM like that, it will take some time. So once you see it like that, jump on it. that is the time you have to be greedy. Yes, that is the time that you have to be greedy. Yes. So I can come here and filter the earnings now. Okay. Normally, I don't like using these things. I only utilize estimated earnings, observed eCPM, then I put impressions around here. Then I turn off the rest. I turn off this, I turn off this, I turn off this, I turn off this. I don't really do clicks when I'm loading, so I also turn the clicks off. So with this, it makes it now simple for me. So who is this guy that is loading this thing that is sleeping on it? If he gets 1,000 impressions today, he'll be getting some good money. Okay, yes. So that's basically it. So that's how you can appreciate your Admob dashboard. That's how you can appreciate your Admob dashboard. So when you are done, you just tap on this X. You continue without saving. I mean, don't save the report. Yes, don't save the report. Yes. So for mediation, campaigns, and all of those stuffs, please don't go there. Please don't go there. You really don't need those stuffs. You really don't need those stuffs. A lot of you can go to YouTube and look at mediation, and they will, I mean, YouTubers will be giving you a lot of false promises with them. I have been doing this thing for a very long time. I know what I'm talking about. Listen to me. Okay, listen to me. All right, listen to me. Especially if you are on this account. Yeah, especially if you're on this account. If you don't want to be, if you want to continue stay here and benefiting, listen to me. Because how should I say it? A wrong mistake, and if you don't know what you are doing, you can get your accounts landed on ad limits and all of those kind of stuff. And if I see that you are the cause of that, I mean, that's the end of you. Yeah. So now let me also bring you here to eCPM trends. Okay. So as you can see, eCPM trends will show you your apps, comparing them to other people, their apps. Okay. Other people whose apps are like yours are in the same category. So this particular the category for this particular account, mainly their apps is giving action games only, and I don't know why Google did that, but well, all right. So as you can see here, the eCPM trends, you can see it from here. Other people whose apps are similar to yours have an eCPM of what? $1.21, whilst yours is almost half. Almost half of that. It's not half, but almost half. Or is it half? Whichever way it is. Whichever way it is, yes. So with that alone should tell you that you are cheating yourself. I mean, yeah, that alone should tell you that you are cheating yourself. If you may be satisfied with your earnings, yes, you may be satisfied with your earnings, and once you are satisfied with your earnings, there is no need to let greed take over you. Okay, there is no need to let greed take over you. Yes, you may be satisfied with your earnings, but yeah, when you come here, you can look at your apps, how they are competing with other apps in the system. Okay, so over here you can see that today 10th, yesterday 10th April, yeah, yesterday 10th April, whereas your apps were 0.41, your peers, their apps were 1.18, meaning that you could be so much better. Okay, you could be so much better. So you have to check the way you are loading. And someone spoke with me today and said, so what if I share the apps with other people so that they too, the question was in two forms. What if I share the app with someone for him just to use? Maybe you know some people outside. Fine. I mean, if it brings you your profits, no problem. if you can get someone outside to agree with you that, hey, I'm on some serious stuff and I want you to be spending about 1 hour 30 minutes a day on this particular app for me, that one will bring you more earnings. Trust me, that one, it will bring you serious earnings. It will take your CPM to the roof. Yeah, and I'll explain why later. Okay, I'll explain why later. All right. So yes. Then secondly, he asked, what if I give my app to other people to load for me? And I told him, you must make sure that those people you are giving your apps to, number one, you trust them, and number two, they know, you know that they know what they are doing, that you know what they are also doing. Because Google doesn't care whether you've given your apps to other people or not. The moment they find out that something fishy is going on, forget it, your account is gone. Yeah, your account is gone. And once your account is gone, when you come to me to try and get another account, or for me to try and work out something for you, maybe get a fresh account for you or something like that, although you've paid for this course, yes, you paid for this course, you didn't pay for all that trouble you are going to bring me when you get into that kind of mess. So I will charge you. Yeah. But then, prevention is better than cure, so don't go and get yourself in that kind of mess. Simple and short. Yeah, so you can filter them out by the countries. Let me remove the benchmark. Filter them out by the countries. And let me remove the dates too. So as you can see, so yeah, coming. So when I filter them out by the countries, and then now I take it, your peers, Afghanistan, and all of those countries, you can see how much eCPM they are getting from each countries, and then you now come to your apps, then you can see what kind of eCPM you are getting from there. So for instance, when you come to your peers, okay, you can look through here, and you look through, and you look at which countries over here are giving them the highest eCPM. Then you use those countries. I hope you are getting me. And I told you, I remember I told you Australia, right? You remember I told you Australia. Now look at this. Australia is giving them eCPM of what? 3.52. Okay. Look at Austria. Look at Bahamas. So you take notice of these countries. Anything less than $1, forget about it. You want this thing. See, we want to do something serious. You can consider the 0.99, but then if you want to do something serious, look at these ones. This type of, see, this is a very beautiful eCPM. This is a very beautiful eCPM. Okay, so yes. So if you want to know, if you want the eCPM to be ranked, rather, you just tap here and it will rank the eCPM from you for lowest from lowest to highest. So yes, so among your peers, the highest eCPM your peers have is 4.99. That's almost $5. $5 eCPM, 1,000 impressions to get $5. Oh God. And where are they getting that from? South Korea, Taiwan, Japan. So yes, you take notice of these countries, and when you are coming to load, use these countries to load first. Then now you also will go to your reports and see which one is having the highest eCPM there. Okay, and then you use that to load. See, I'm giving you various strategies here. Okay, you might choose to develop your own, but then I'm just pouring out various strategies that I use in my daily loading habits. Yeah. But then you can look through your own statistics and generate your own strategy if it is safe. That's a key word. If it is safe. So especially if your app is here, you get a new strategy, please let me know first. Let me know first. But then if it's your own account, you get a new strategy, you get your account, you can decide to go on with it yourself or inform me first. If you get your account removed to that one too, it's not really a big deal. It's just a matter of, coming over to me and helping me help you. All right. Yeah. So that's basically it. So that is for this app, the MSBT35. All right. So you select your app from here. Let me look at this guy's own. The guy that was loading today. A lot of people are actually on this particular account, but they don't actually load, and I don't blame them. I believe that after this particular tutorial, when they now know what they are doing, things will change. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. So you can look through these ones, then you will take notice of the first 15 countries, and then in the morning before you actually start doing serious loading, you connect to each country, do some at least 10 to 20 to 40 impressions from that country, then you change, then you do for all of these. Then when you are done, the Admob doesn't update the earnings instantly. Okay, it doesn't update the earnings instantly. But you come back later, and then you come after some 20 minutes, you come and you see it's there. So you go to your reports and then you check how everything is doing. Yeah, and then that's basically it. So yes, we have that. So yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. That's how it is. So that's basically everything here. I think I've covered everything over here. All right. I think I've covered everything over here. So you may not see everything that I'm seeing here, but everything that I've spoke about here, you will see it. All right. You may not see everything that I'm seeing here, but everything that I've spoke about here, you will see it, and that is basically what you need. Okay, that's basically what you need to get started. All right. So yeah. Um. Yeah, so thank you for staying through these tutorials. If you have questions, fine, you can reach out to me. I would answer your questions beautifully for you. I believe that this tutorial will be very beneficial for you to make more profits, make more earnings, reach higher earnings, and all of those kind of stuffs. Yeah. So thank you for staying through this tutorial. I know it might have been long, but then definitely there is a lot of value inside. My name is Jordan Wells, and with this, you have finally completed the Admob earning model. However, if they have any updates with this is basically the general knowledge that you have to know. But then if there are any updates along the line, because Google keeps updating their systems and all those kind of stuff. So if there are any updates and any, changes in anything, I would come to you again. Yes, I would come to you again, and then I would sort you out with the needed information. Okay, yes. So that's basically it. Please, if you see anybody else telling you what I haven't told you, someone tells you what I have not told you, fine. You can do your own research and all of those kind of stuffs. That one doesn't really concern me. My own is to teach you what you paid to learn. All right, but then this is a caution that I'm giving you. You can choose to take it or not. If someone tells you opposite of what I am telling you right now, you are on your own if you listen to him. You are on your own if you pay attention to him. Because, how should I say? I know what I'm doing. I've been in this thing for a very long time. I know everything that I'm saying. I don't just come and talk because I feel like talking. I know what I'm doing. So, you should be secured when you are listening to me. But then, if you are listening to someone else, I cannot guarantee anything for you. Okay, I cannot guarantee the safety of your account for you. Neither can he too. All right, because he didn't get the account for you. He didn't build the app for you. He didn't set up the earnings for you or anything. I did. So listen to me. That's basically it. So thank you for staying through these tutorials, and shalom.